Should be out to see your face on that one.
Thanks.
So, you got no school today?
No, revising at home.
Oh, exams ain't nasty. Rather you than me.
Bye.
See you later on.
Bye.
Yes, darling. Morning.
Morning, Ted. Nice day for it.
Good grief, Felix, when you get back?
The other day. Any idea what's happened to this place?
Well, the council bought it off me, but they didn't say what for.
The council?
Yeah, I met a young woman before who seems to be involved in some way.
Yeah, well, if I see, I'll have a word to say about this mess.
Well, when you do, tread carefully. She's a tough cookie. Nice to see you, Ted.
Yeah, you too.
Look, Sanjay, maybe we should rethink this, all right? Look, it's all in hand, mate. Stop worrying, will you? Look, I'll have your second instalment at lunchtime. That'll put a smile back on your face, won't it?
So bring out them last few boxes?
Yeah, I think we'll clear most of it today.
Right.
Look, I'm not hassling you about the money, OK? Well, what then? Just certain people are getting strange ideas, that's all. Well, it's too late to be bothered by that now. This is a done deal. Maybe not. What do you mean? I think we should put the stall back the way it was. Look, that wasn't our agreement. It'll just take you a little bit longer to shift the gear. Yeah, till December. Do you really want to wait that long till you get your money back? Come on, you can repay the loan I gave you and we'll forget all about it. I'm not doing it, mate. It's not going to happen. Anyway, I can't pay you the rest because I ain't got it. Look, if you want to keep this deal a secret, you should stop pouring the merchandise like you own it.
Bianca! Bianca, look, have you seen the rain this morning? Look, I just tried the flat, but there was no answer. I was wondering how Joe's getting on.
Well, I went up the hospital to see him yesterday, and he's all right. The rain seems to think he's doing much better.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. Can I have a tea, please?
Look, it's just, I want to go and visit him. What do you think? I mean, do you think the rain will mind?
It's a pretty weird place he's in, Sarah.
It's just that I don't want him to think I don't care.
Of course. I'm sure he don't. Well, he's asleep most of the time anyway.
Well, I keep thinking about how he was before it all started again. We were really getting close.
Yeah, it must be tough.
I'm going to go back to the flat and try again a bit later. Perhaps she was asleep.
Yeah, why don't you do that?
Bye.
There's nothing from Sam. I was expecting a letter, or at least a card.
Well, you know the post is up for Spain. Maybe something will come tomorrow.
It's a funny feeling not being in touch with your own daughter on her birthday.
Well, aren't you supposed to send her a card, not the other way around?
The point is, Grant, I haven't heard from her in ages.
Maybe she'll ring later.
I don't know. She's 22 years old and she's more and more like a stranger to me every day. If I ever thought I'd see so little of one of my kids. Grant.
Well, I've got things to do.
Grant, what's the matter with you this morning? You're like a bear with a sore head.
Nothing.
Has that Lorraine been giving you a hard time?
No, Mum, she hasn't.
Then what is it?
Look, I've got better things to do than play 20 questions with you this morning, if you don't mind. I'm going out.
Thought you might like a coffee.
Oh, thanks, Tony. Just put it, there.
It's the usual. 3 sugars and a double vodka.
Oh, you'll get me in trouble. Sugar's bad for me. Mind you, vodka might not be such a bad idea. If I started seeing double, this lot might make more sense.
Well, if you overdose on coffee, can I have your job?
No chance. Oh, then again,
What's all this?
I was hoping you might be able to tell me.
None of this makes any sense. Don't they know short words?
They do it like that on purpose, so no one can be bothered to read it. There's 1,000 pages in there and not a story in sight.
Why are you doubting the enormous value of local news, Polly?
Or would I?
To my face, no.
We were just playing Hunt the Story.
We?
Tony's offered to help me decipher the council agenda.
Yeah, I could read through some of the paperwork, see if I can spot anything interesting, mate.
OK, Tony, you're on. As long as I get my mid-morning cuppa. Sometimes it helps to have a fresh eye on these things.
Thanks, Max. I'll tell you as soon as I find anything, yeah?
If you don't, take a tip from me.
What's that?
Use a bit of bias and distortion. It goes down a treat with the punters. Oh, but don't let Max know. He's a man of integrity.
Look, but I don't understand. I mean, Joe's doing so well. Why don't you want me to see him?
I know you're fond of him, but Joe's very fragile and he gets in a state very easily.
But I'd never do anything to
Of course. I know.
Look, Bianca said that he was better yesterday.
Did Bianca also tell you how bad she felt afterwards?
Well, she said that the place he's in isn't very nice.
Right.
But Joe would never do anything to hurt any of us.
Sarah, although Joe is very calm on the outside, he's still very ill. And seeing you, it might stir up all sorts of feelings that are too early for him to cope with.
He wants me to go and see him. I know he does.
I'm sure he does. It just might not be the right time. And I don't think it's fair to put him through unnecessary worry. And there's no need to put yourself through it either. You know, he might not even recognise you. He might not even acknowledge that you're there, and it's very hard when you see him, when you care so much about him, not to show those feelings. Now, I'll tell you what if I promise to tell you how he is, and I'll talk to you every day?
No, look, please, just let me come with you. If he gets upset, I'll be okay. I don't mind, but I know he won't be. I know he won't. Look, if I can't come with you, I'll go on my own.
I don't think they'll let you in.
Look, I know it would help. Please, Lorraine.
Well, what about missing school? I mean, won't they mind?
This is much more important.
All right. You can come.
Thanks, Lorraine. I know it'll be okay.
So you'll have the water back on again by lunchtime? No, that's not a question, that's a statement. Good, because my builders need it. And if they miss their deadline, that costs us money. And if that happens, I'll take you to court.
Well, this is a pleasant surprise.
There's a little problem needed sorting.
Yeah, I'm sure I could have dealt with it.
Oh, of course you could, but your mobile was switched off and mine was switched on. Don't worry so much. It's all under control.
I'm quite capable of looking after this job myself, you know. You're supposed to be keeping your head down.
Aren't you taking this a bit far? You can't keep me hidden forever.
Now, let's not discuss it in the middle of the street.
Why? Ashamed of being seen with me?
Well, of course not. There's no point in the whole of Walford gossiping.
I believe you. Thousands wouldn't.
Yeah, there should be 4 of these on the shelf. Mind you, that's just what the computer says. Doesn't mean they're there in real life. Sorry, mate.
Nigel, did you get my message? I sent it on email.
We don't have that in the shop, Mrs. C.
Oh, well, I'm here now, so I'll give it to you personal. I'm worried about that computer of theirs. I think it's that what's giving me a migraine.
Probably just straining your eyes the amount of time you're on it.
Just here. Well, at least it starts here, then it spreads all over my head and runs right down the back of my neck.
Have you thought about getting a bit more fresh air, Mrs. C?
I was reading that the race and then computers can be very dangerous, especially if you're pregnant.
Well, I don't think either of us need to worry then.
Ah, but should Claire be using it? That is the thing.
Claire?
No, not literal. Sort of general, you know, if they give you headaches.
Well, they're educational, aren't they? I really think you should try and get out a bit more, Mrs. C.
Yeah, well, maybe some fresh air would be help. I could come with you on one of your runs. You are going running later on, ain't you?
Yeah, I do quite a few miles though, Mrs. C.
Oh, I don't mean come along with you, not with my legs. No, I thought I could time you or something.
Timing? Yeah, that'd be useful.
Yeah, these dresses were seen on the Paris catwalks. This is a real high fashion here, right? Nothing but the best.
Sergeant.
All right, now look at that one here. You really?
I want to get to the clinic in plenty of time.
Listen, what did they say they were going to do today?
It's just a chat, that's all.
Just a chat?
Yes, so we know all the options. There's more than just in vitro fertilization, you know.
You've been reading up on this, haven't you?
I might have. Are you ready?
Yeah, come on. Simon! We're off, mate. We'll be back soon. Listen, if it gets too busy, right, Neelan's at home, yeah?
OK, right. You two being very secretive. Going somewhere exciting?
It's family matter, Sam.
Oh, sorry. Right, I'll see you later then, yeah?
See you later.
Oh.
You and Sanjay cover for you?
No, he's gone up a geeter somewhere.
What are they up to?
Well, I don't know, do I? He's probably got some new deal going or something, you know him.
I wish I could help, Mark, but I need to get back to work.
But one afternoon's not going to break the bank, is it?
Yeah.
What's that for?
Just to wish you luck and say I'm sorry I can't be with you.
Look, Ruth, it's no problem. It's just a routine checkup, isn't it?
So, see you later then, yeah?
Yeah. You'll see me later. Will you go back to work? Get lost, go.
See you later.
Shoo!
It's really not that bad. Could do with a sweep, I suppose.
Yeah, it's just a building.
He's in the dining room!
So was this noisy?
No, not usually. Hey, be careful, will you?
Just stay away from me, don't come near me.
I do want you to stay. I've missed having you around.
You were just saying that to make me feel better.
Now, would I do that?
I suppose I'll just have to believe you.
Well, I gotta go. I'll see you later.
Right. Is your mobile on?
It's on. Honest.
Come on. I can't see you. Get off! Get off me! Calm down, Joe. Come on, Joe. Get off me! Calm down, mate. Calm down, Joe.
Joe, stop it, please!
Get off me! Calm down, mate.
You're right. This makes making the tea interesting. Can't we do the rest tomorrow?
We'll miss the deadline. You volunteered, remember?
I remember. Here, hang on a minute.
You found something?
I have, yeah. In the planning application. Look at this.
George Palmer Cobra Club. So?
Seems a bit odd, that's all. He must be very confident that he's going to get permission.
Oh, why'd you say that? This just means he's applied for a permit to build.
Well, there was a police raid last week, and he started doing it up already.
Do you know the place, then?
I used to hang out there. I wrote an article for Max about the dealing that went on at the club. He said too much of it was unsubstantiated, though.
Libelous, you mean?
I suppose so.
So what's making George Palmer so confident?
Search me.
If he's got a reputation for drugs, he certainly can't rely on a permit to build. I'll check and see if there's been any objections. I'll need to dig around. Do you know if he's got any other clubs or other businesses?
No.
We'll need a bit of background on Georgie boy. It's a lot of money to spend on doing a place up just on the off chance. Oh, going home already?
I'm going to a meeting.
We're still up to our eyes in it.
Oh, I remember the excitement of a council agenda, all those thrilling appendices.
Tony's found something interesting, though.
What? He's beating you to a story?
It's a planning application.
Well, what do you think?
Yeah, there could be something.
Then follow it up.
Can Tony come with me to the council meeting?
Why not?
So, what'd they say?
Not much. Well, they talked about some new drugs and that, that's all.
They're showing up something.
Well, I won't get the results the next week, will I? It's the same old thing. You do your tests, you get your results back, and they talk about whether maybe I should go into some treatment or that, that's all.
But have they talked about the pros and cons of these new drugs?
There's no point even thinking about it until I get the results back, is there? It's just ifs and buts otherwise.
Yeah, I suppose so.
I think you should tell me all about this new woman in your life, George.
What new one?
Young, very attractive, smartly dressed. You know the one.
Oh, she's an old business acquaintance, that's all.
Bit different from the usual ones. Normally they've got broken noses and cauliflower ears. You're not going to tell me any more, are you?
Peggy, she's a work associate.
Well, at least now I know you've been spending your time with lately.
Oh, I'm sorry, love. I've been neglecting you, haven't I? How about Sunday lunch? Somewhere special.
Yeah, all right. That'd be nice.
Is Joe all right? Can I see him?
Well, we've given him a strong sedative. Once it's had time to work fully, we'll take him back to his room. Let him sleep for a while.
Oh, well, look, can't we sit with him and then we'll be there for him when he wakes up?
Well, the thing is that he won't be able to talk to you for quite a while. We'll let him sleep through the night.
I don't understand why he's like this. He seemed so much better yesterday.
The drug that we had him on was causing him some distress. There's always that possibility of some strong side effects. Joe was suffering quite a bit.
Well, then why did you give it to him? If that's the effect it has.
Unfortunately, it's only by exploration that we can find the right treatment for him. All these drugs have some side effects. We just have to work with them.
So what are you going to do now? Try something else?
Yes. Once he's back in a calmer state.
Well, what if that doesn't work?
We're doing our best to find the right regime, but it can take some time. We're doing all we can for Joe.
This could go on for weeks and weeks. While you try another drug and then you sedate him and then you try another and another.
Eventually, Mrs. Wiggs, we will find a treatment that suits him. I'm afraid you'll just have to be patient.
Hey. It's okay, Sarah.
I just need to check on him. Excuse me.
You heard what the doctor said. It's going to be all right. It's just going to take time, that's all.
Right. All you have to do is press that button when I start, and then when I come back, press it again, and that'll give us the lap time.
It's all very complicated, Nigel. I don't think this is going to do me migraine any good.
Take your mind off it, though.
Do I say ready, steady, go?
Yeah, that's fine.
Right then, ready, steady, go. Nigel!
What?
Do I press this button after ready, steady, go?
Yeah, that's right.
We're off then. Ready, steady, go! See you later!
What?
See you later!
Oh, okay.
Oh, sorry, Nige.
I know I'm going to get a worthwhile return on my investment. I understand that. Just be careful, Sanjay. All you've got to do is think about what you're going to do with the money. Yeah, I'm still hoping to put down a deposit on a flat. Yeah, well, hold on to that fool.
Oh, Alan, don't do that. I'm trying to take my skin.
What are you up to?
Nothing. How you been? I ain't seen you for days.
Yeah, not bad. Just to see your mum. Got some good news to tell her.
All right, well, tell me later then, yeah?
Suit yourself.
Right. 1,000, yeah?
Right.
Mate, stop looking so shifty. You're making yourself look guilty. Cheers.
Hello, stranger. What are you doing here?
Got a bit of news.
Good, I hope.
Of course.
Well, go on then, spit it out. You've got me on tenterhooks.
Well, I decided to ask you and Lenny to do a few shifts at the night cafe.
And?
Well, I know they ain't getting no wages at the moment from the Cobra, so I'm sure they'll do it.
So when are you going to ask them to start?
Well, I've got to clear it with Cav, but as soon as they can. It means I won't have to be there every night. Look, I know it means a bit less money, but it means I'll be able to spend more time with you and the kids.
Well, that's a bit more like it. Come here, you silly sod. I'm really pleased. It's a lovely thought. I tell you what, you can take me for a drink to celebrate later.
Yeah.
Look, can I get you a cup of tea or something?
It's better if you go, Sarah.
Look, well, I don't want to leave you on your own.
I've got to get ready for work.
Oh.
Look, I'll be fine. It gives me something else to think about. I just need a few minutes alone to sort myself out.
Listen, look, Joe will get better like the doctor says, won't he?
I hope so, Sarah. I just don't know if he'll ever be completely well again.
Yeah, but, I mean, they'll let him out of hospital, won't they? And then he'll come back here and live with you.
Eventually, yeah. But it might not be the same after what he's gone through.
Yeah, well, he'll always be the same Joe to me, no matter what happens.
Yeah, he will be to me too. Now go on. Let me get ready.
Okay. Take care.
Simon did an amazing job covering today, didn't he?
Yeah, I don't know how I manage, especially when the store's not busy. I'm dead on my feet. But I don't mind one little bit now. The doctor was really encouraging, wasn't she?
Yeah, but Gia, it can't be that straightforward.
Look, I know there are no guarantees, but they know their jobs, and it means we're doing something definite about it at last.
But it's got to be a little risky. Come on, I mean, things don't always go according to plan. It's only you I'm thinking of.
Well, I'm prepared to do it.
Well, I suppose it does feel like we're closer to having a baby, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Which has got to be good, hasn't it?
Yes, it has.
Alex.
Oh, Sarah. Nice things.
All right.
You sure?
No, not really.
What is it?
Do you remember me telling you about my friend Joe?
Oh, I remember you telling me he was someone really close to you. Has something happened?
He's in a psychiatric hospital.
I'm sorry. That's a really tough thing to deal with.
Yeah, well, it's worse for Joe.
Sit down. How is he?
I'm not sure. It's like when you really care for a person and you really want to help them, and when there's nothing you can do, nothing at all, it's really, really difficult. Does that make sense?
Yeah, of course.
I've just been to the hospital to see him, and he was very upset. I mean, the doctors had to give him drugs to make him sleep, and I don't think he even saw me.
When I was at university, my girlfriend Jenny took an overdose. There were doctors and nurses running around, everyone doing something useful except for me. All I could do was sit and hold her hand and hope she'd come round. Later, she didn't even remember I'd been there.
And was she all right?
It took some time, but yeah,
Do you still see her?
it was years ago. Ancient history. Is there anyone else you can talk to about Joe? Like someone close to him?
Well, he's got a sister.
Well, it just might help the both of you if you talk it through.
I want this lot shifted. You're supposed to have done that 2 hours ago. Get moving.
Right. What are you doing here?
Why? Miss me, have you?
Oi, come on. Home.
What?
I told you you're meant to be keeping a low profile.
You want this place open on time, don't you?
I just don't want anybody asking too many questions.
Well, they won't get any answers out of me.
Look, I know that, darling, but you could be jeopardising things just by being here.
Look, this lot needs someone keeping an eye on them. I had to practically drag them out of the pub earlier. Don't worry. I'm not stupid.
Look, I know you mean well, but you're an unknown face and people gossip.
All right, all right. I'm going.
I do hope you're not telling me how long it takes me to serve you.
Well, of course I ain't. I'm doing it for Nigel.
Doing what?
Well, I'm telling he's running. You know, he's lap dances and everything.
Well, shouldn't you be outside?
Yeah, well, I would be. But the trouble is, I don't know how long he's going to be. So while I was hanging about, I thought I'd pop in here for tomato juice.
Sorry I'm late.
Well, you're here now.
Thanks, Peggy.
There's glasses over there need clearing. Lorraine?
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Have you two had another row?
We had things to talk about, that's all.
Well, if she wants to keep on working here, it's going to take more than a bit of makeup to keep the punters happy. She's got to start looking like she's enjoying it. Oh yes, love. What can I get you?
So, Alan, what are you going to do with your time off then? Got any interesting hobbies with skateboarding, hang gliding?
Well, now we're talking about real hobbies.
Oh, Lorraine, how's Joe today?
Oh, you know, he's faring up.
So you're going to get some drinks and we're supposed to be celebrating?
Yeah, of course. Go on. Oh, thanks. Can I talk to you for a minute?
Yeah, what about?
It's Joe. I went to see him.
Oh, did you have a nice chat?
Well, I didn't really get the chance to see him. It was awful. Joe's in a terrible state. You said before he was all right.
Well, what sort of state?
Well, he was shouting for help, and then there was 4 men trying to pin him down. And I saw them doing it before they slammed the door on us.
What's happened? He was all right yesterday?
Yeah, well, the doctor had to give him an injection to knock him out.
That's terrible. It's like treating him like an animal.
Who is this?
Well, it's just a friend, all right?
He sounds in a bad way.
Yes, well, he's ill, and we're trying to have a private conversation about it, all right?
It's that Joe Wicks, isn't it? I was there when they come for him. You know, we had a little saying, if you ain't careful, the men in the white coats will come and take you away. Oh, the row he was kicking up that night was terrible, particularly if you're prone to a migraine. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if they kept him locked up. Well, I mean, you can't be too careful, can you? I mean, look what happens when they let them all out to wander the streets.
Joe's such a nice young lad. But there was always something I could never quite put my finger on. I tried to dismiss it at the time, but my instincts were right. I mean, look at the way he's turned out. Anything could have happened while he was staying here. I could have been sleeping soundly in my bed when... Well, they can get violent, can't they?
How dare you?
Why? What have I done?
Lorraine, why don't you take a break, eh?
That is my flesh and blood you're talking about. He's a person. A kind, gentle, loving young lad who's a bit ill, that's all.
I was only speaking the truth.
Well, why don't you stick to pulling pints then? Because that's all you're good for.
Tell the truth and shame the devil. That's my policy.
Lorraine, come on.
Joe is not a knife-wielding maniac. He's my son and he's sick. Oh, what's the use?
Lorraine! Lorraine!
Well, you can certainly tell where the lad gets it from.
Lorraine, I just want to talk to you.
Don't touch me.
What have I done wrong?
It's what you didn't do.
It's a pub. People gossip.
You just stood there. You didn't say anything and you didn't back me up.
Come on.
Just leave me alone.
Lorraine!